Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to learn how to design a simplified version of the Automoblox connector piece, just like the one seen here. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's come on up here to New Design. Let's go ahead and start a sketch on our XY plane here. All right, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see. I'm going to grab my line tool. I'm going to start at my origin. I'm going to draw a line out, about a little over a little more than an inch. I'm going to zoom in more. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a line perpendicular to that going up, about 0.39 inches or so. We'll come back in later and add the dimensions. I'm going to come across about 0.8 or so. Then I'm going to come down about 0.2, come across about 0.04, come on up and over to my y-axis line here, my green line. I'm going to stop there, click, right, and then come down. I do want to add one constraint here though, a perpendicular constraint right here. Okay, and I think we already got, yeah, we're good. So hit escape. Now let's go ahead and throw in those dimensions. We want to make this line, based on our assignment, 1.15 inches. We want to make this line distance equal to 0.39. And we're going to make this distance from here to here, we're going to make that 0.3. All right, and then we're going to make this distance from here to here, we're going to make that 0.22 inner. And then let's see here, between here and here, we want that to be 0.04. And then this distance up here, 0.85. Hit escape because that's going to give us a driven dimension. Okay, now let's go ahead and throw on some fillets. We're going to make a 0.1 fillet on this edge or corner. 0.1, go ahead and hit enter. And then we're going to add one here, a 0.05 fillet right here, 0.05. Go ahead and hit enter. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and create a 3-point arc. So come over here. When you make a 3-point arc, you always click where you want to start the arc, and then you click over here on the other side of the arc, and then you use your mouse to make the radius here. And I'm going to move it until this tangent constraint pops up. So right there, you see that tangent constraint? Boom, I'm going to click my mouse. So I got that tangent constraint. Now I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to come up to my trim tool. I'm going to trim this line and this line. And be careful there. So we'll trim that line too. And now I'm going to add some more dimensions here. I want this to be 0.22. Okay, and I want this distance right here to be 0.04. And I want this distance right here. I'm sorry, I already have 0.04 there. So go ahead and disregard that. Let's see here. Am I forgetting any other dimensions here? I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and hit escape now. All right, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here, and I'm going to move everything over here to my left. So, because we're going to mirror it now, we're going to come on over here, create, and come on down to mirror. Okay, it's saying, hey, what do you want to mirror? And I'm going to just highlight all of it. And then I'm going to hold down Control and unclick that blue one there. And then I'm going to say, hey, it's going to say, hey, what's your mirror line? And I'm going to come over here. I'm going to say, hey, that's my mirror line right there. And then I'm going to hit OK. All right, and I'm going to just move my object up, and we're going to do one more mirror because this part has a lot of symmetry, right? And the mirror tool is great for saving time, and time is money. So let's go ahead and click mirror here. And so I'm going to just kind of, once again, do my mouse over everything. I'm going to Hit Control now, hold down Control. I'm going to unclick that line and unclick that line. And then I'm going to select this line here and then hit OK. All right. And we are done. Instead of drawing this whole thing out, you know, it was a lot easier just to draw a quarter of it and then mirror it 2 times, right? So that saved a lot of time. So let's go ahead now and finish our sketch. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and extrude this guy. Now let's go ahead and extrude it, and I measured the piece, and it's about 0.9 inches or so. Okay, and hit OK. Now, if you can't extrude it, I'm letting you right now, if you're like, hey, Mr. Fuller, it's not extruding, let me explain what's happening. I'm going to do an edit undo really quick, and I'm going to zoom in. What you probably have is an open loop where one of these points here are not connected. So you'll have to go in and redraw these points. Okay, you will not be able to extrude if you have a gap between any of these lines. Sometimes you can zoom in as much as you want, you'll never see the gap. Okay, so all of your lines have to be connected and in sequence, and your loop has to be closed. If your loop is open, there's a gap, you won't be able to extrude. So go back into your sketch and delete them and redraw some of these lines, okay? And that should take care of the problem. All right. Okay, so as usual, let's go ahead and give it a physical material, and I believe these Automoblox parts are ABS plastic, so I'm just going to drag that over there. Okay. Hit close. Let's come back and let's go to appearance here. Let's go to edit. We're going to make this guy green. You can give it whatever color you want. I'm going to make it look like the original here. Whoops, and that's aluminum. I meant the wrong one. Let's unassign and delete. There we go. Hit done. Close. It's ABS plastic. Okay. So now if your company was mass producing these things, you right click here on document settings and properties. You have all sorts of data to help them determine how much it's going to cost to make, like, 10,000 of these parts or whatever. Okay. All right. So don't forget to save it when you're done. And we'll just call it Automoblox connector piece. Okay. All right. And when you're done, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.